Densbeats.com. What's going on? It's Fist bringing another Raw edition. Straight from my heart from you to you, because that's what I do. And I'm glad you're over here from my other channel, because I got a lot on my mind. I tell you, this is another great DLC gameplay on Encore. I mean, I don't know, there's only 4 maps, so you're going to get a lot of some of the same maps sometimes, but it's fun playing these maps. I only play like maybe once a week for about 4 or 5 hours, and that's it. I'm done. Unless I need to get some more gameplay, then I get back on. Just keeping it real for my folks out there. But this is what we have to talk about. As you know, Call of Duty Ghost is coming out. Now, all the predictions seem like they are right now. And I see a huge problem. Here it is in a nutshell. You have Treyarch and David Vonderhaar at the top of that pyramid, and Mark Lenia doesn't know what's going on at Treyarch, and Activision just pushing buttons. Infinity Ward, these are all people, both companies, who are just working as cogs in the system, and they're working for a paycheck. They got families to feed. Nobody's going to shake the boat. Nobody's going to say nothing. Nobody is going to give a real opinion. So when David Vonderhaar is at the start of the brainstorming session for the next Call of Duty, you know, nobody's going to make a peep, because they're not going to admit that their opinions do not matter, or they'll be fired. So that's what it comes down to. And now we're seeing the stretch arm of Treyarch reaching over to Infinity Ward, which isn't Infinity Ward. It's a puppet of Activision Studios. Basically, they can cut them off anytime they want. I don't even know who runs Infinity Ward. I think it's just a subsidiary of Activision, which means nothing anyway. And Treyarch's arm is stretching over there now. And now we have, instead of replacing dolphin diving, you know, they want the same thing as a Treyarch game, and we're going to have Neo sliding. Like, that didn't work in Medal of Honor, okay? And then the other rumors going around is an invisible tac mask, or some ghost task mask, or where you have it as a perk and you put it on your face and you turn into some ghost dude. It's retarded. Anyhow, they have lean options. I've talked about this in the past in one of my other videos, and I was like, you know, I thought the shit was bullshit. But now we're starting to see, like, it's Call of Duty Ghost. The name says Ghost on it. Perk for Ghost Task Mask, Ghost Mask, whatever. And it's like the Call of Duty franchise destroyed the whole industry around it. So now what they're doing is they're picking from games that fucking suck, like Medal of Honor, the knee slide. That shit is garbage. Their game flopped. I tried to help them fix it when it was an alpha, and it failed. And now that game's only selling for $10, 6 months out of development and on the market. Totally lost 90% of its value. Close the doors on that studio. It's over. Now, I would advise that everybody who's getting a paycheck at Treyarch and Infinity Ward and everybody living off this franchise, they better wake up really quick, because they don't have the pockets like Microsoft does to pump $250 million into a dying franchise just because they want to have a title for their game that no one plays. Listen here, you're not part of Xbox Live, and they'll just pick up the next hot thing, and that could be Minecraft. It doesn't matter to them. And exclusively, Xbox is moving towards a entertainment center of your control of your living room. They don't even care about video games. So the point being is, it's a very small window here, and you need to listen to the people who are paying the bills and bringing you the money and keeping your franchise alive and paying your shareholders to get this done. Now, if that's not going to happen, here's what's going to happen. You know, literally, Prone is being taken out of the game. It's being replaced with some garbage. I mean, I'm going to be sliding on my knees and getting sniped, leaning. We can't handle that with lag compensation. And then you're going to port the game over to the other Xbox, like to milk the whole system because it's not even on a new engine, and you're just going to just throw it on the other system so you can justify the cost. Like, here's what's going to happen to Activision. They're going to sell you the first version, and then they're going to be like, oh, the numbers ain't that good. Well, we're going to pick up the numbers on the next version. It's just a ported over version, and then we'll give us 2 more years. And they're probably working on the new version right now for the 720, but you're not going to see that until next year. So what you're getting right now is another sloppy installment from a skeleton crew at Infinity Ward with some bullshit perks and a rip-off puppeteering from Treyarch. That's what you're going to get. Nothing, if they would have took the advice, if they would have at least did what Warner Brothers did with Injustice. Injustice is basically busted open the door on Capcom, and then the whole fighting community from East Coast to West Coast are playing that game right now. They literally changed the game overnight. They took in the people who played the game and developed a new game that everybody wants to play. And it's too bad, because if you took all those people and they're excited about that game and you brought them to a new shooter game, I mean, Activision doesn't even attempt to try to do a spin-off. They just keep making the same shit. They don't take any chances. It's going to die, folks. And that's what I see coming down the road. It's sad, but whatever. Anyways, get the fuck out of here.